we worked out a few of the kinks in the Suzy's drum choreography today. We thought about some different choices we had for a few of the moves and made a decision, those of us who were there today. So the first one of those decisions was on those hip drops that come early on. And actually they're going to repeat again later. We did have the choice of what kind of hip drops we wanted to do, and we decided to do the drop and release kind. So I'm dropping my right hip, my weight's on my left leg, and I'm dropping each time, but every other time I'm releasing the foot. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that comes up after we've done the shimmy sequence at the beginning and after the Mayas and the chest movements, the big hip circle, and when you get into position for the hip drops. It's also going to come up again a little bit later on, and we're going to use that same sequence. So drop and release. Another thing that we talked about was the part where after we've done the triple step forward with a pivot turn, and we've done it again and turn to the back. When we are turned to the back, so we pivot to the back, we stay and shimmy and look over our left first, and we had a little discussion about which way we're going to put our hands when we look over our shoulder. So what we decided on was that when we're looking over the left, our left hand is going to go on our left hip, and our right hand is going to be on our left cheek. So we're going to shimmy, look to the left, shimmy, look to the right. So we're keeping the hand that's on the side where we're turning right on our hip, and we're bringing the opposite hand around to our cheek. When we are walking away, we still didn't quite decide with that one. I would prefer that we could do the 3 steps and look, but our choices there still are to either walk away with 8 steps or to walk away with 3, right, right, look over our left, right, look over our right. And the reason why I would prefer for us to do it that way is because the next part has a shimmy that starts off with us facing our, like the right wall when you're walking away. We shimmy in place there. We hop to the back, shimmy in place, and then we do a little choo-choo shimmy around to the front. So if we're already in position of looking, it makes it a little bit easier just to hop over to that right just a little bit more, rather than if we're walking straight to the back, we're more straight and have a lot farther to hop to start the shimmy. So the parts that we've added on this week, obviously after the walking away part, if we are going with looking over our right, we're just going to turn all the way to the right, shimmy in place, hop to the back, shimmy in place, do a little choo-choo shimmy around to the front. Then we're going to shift our weight onto our right leg, and we're going to do a chest shimmy, and then it's going to be an accent with a hip pop. So my left hip is toward the audience. I'm going to pop that one out. What I'm going to do with my arms is I'm going to take my right hand up to my right cheek, put my left hand on my right elbow, so when I go pop, I have framed my face up here. So shoulder shimmy, pop that hip, shoulder shimmy to the other side, and pop that hip also. So on this side, left hand to left cheek, right hand to left shoulder, pop that right hip out. And then from this position, we're already turned to that diagonal. We're going to go back into the hip drops with the release. And again, it's 8 count, so that's 4 little kicks on the release. But we're not going to start going forward with the triple step right there. The next thing is going to be the circle and the halves, right and left. And that was another thing we talked about, was how we wanted to do our arms. So we talked about a lot of choices of where arms could be. Tentatively, right now, we've decided to break it up a little bit and have some of each different place that we talked about. And it depends on what's happening right after that circle and a half and where you need your arms to end up. So on the first one, We have just finished our hip drops. We're going to be going to the right and then to the left and then back to the right and end up in a chest move. So we decided to put our hands in that extended in the direction that you're going and the other one behind your head. So it's going to go to the right, to the left, back to the right, and when you end up over here, you've got a little chest shimmy and a roll down. And we didn't quite get that far in the instruction in class, but we did talk about the arms, so I want to go ahead and put together what that was relevant to. Alright, then after the roll down, you're going to go left, right, left, and when we get to the left side, we're going to end up with a hip drop. So we talked about keeping our hands down as we do this circle and a half. So to the left, to the right, and then when we get back to the left, we want to be able to drop this hip and we want to accent it. So we're going to keep that hand down, bring the other one up, and it's going to be a drop, lift, and then we're going to be moving again. So we're going right, left, right. Again, it's going to end up on a chest move. So we'll do the hands the way we did the first time. To the right, to the left, and to the right. This one is a chest shimmy and a lift, chest shimmy and a drop. And now, the last time we're doing it, left, right, left, we're ending up for that shimmy part that comes at the end, so we can keep our hands down again. To the left, circles to the right, and circles back to the left. And then the last thing that we really need to decide on is how we're doing that ending shimmy, whether we're dividing it up over different people, taking different parts, or if we want to come up with a shimmy that everybody can do the same steps. Okay, so let's see so far how that's going to look like to music.